Hey, are you a college student in southern Utah? You know, maybe you go to a party at somebody's house and there's a bunch of alcohol around and the cops show up. What's going to happen to you? Well, you could have a problem. So here's the deal. Law enforcement around here, if they see a big house party going on, they'll kind of wait a little while and keep an eye on it. They'll wait till there's a lot of people there. Then they'll bring a whole bunch of cops and show up, and they're going to put handcuffs on everybody in that building. And they're going to look and see if there are bottles of alcohol and drugs just kind of sitting places, right? On the tables, in the living room, on the counter, in the kitchen. Just alcohol and drugs just kind of sitting where anybody could get them. Anybody who was at that house could grab a hold of that stuff. Then they're going to find out who actually lived there. Now here's the thing. They didn't get a warrant. They just showed up. So everybody that lived there is probably going to get off because they have what's called a reasonable expectation of privacy in that home. If you didn't live there, you were a guest there, you just went to the party, you do not have a reasonable expectation of privacy in that home. And because Utah has a constructive possession law as it relates to drugs and alcohol, if you could have possessed it, so you're sitting in a chair next to a table, bottle of booze, and you're 19, 20 years old, you're under 21, that booze sitting on that table, you could be charged with possession of that alcohol. The other thing the cops are going to do, they're going to get right up in everybody's face and they're going to take a big whiff. Because if they smell anything resembling alcohol coming off of your body, they now have reasonable suspicion, probable cause to ask you to do a breath test for alcohol. And if you've been drinking, all you got to do is 0.001, hardly anything. If you're under 21, you're going to be charged with possession of alcohol by a minor, and you're going to end up in court. So just something to think about if you're a college student in Utah, particularly down here at Utah Tech or Southern Utah University. If that happens to you, give us a call. We've got experience working with prosecutors on these things and can probably help you get a good result.